IDC believes that the information architecture is critical for any organization in the digital era. In fact, it sits at the heart of the broader information transformation dimension. All stakeholders need to get the right information in the right time with the appropriate context. But it's a source of a huge amount of frustration for the CIO, because the CIO might have developed what we would call a black belt in terms of information architecture for the traditional era of IT, and dealt with a huge amount of complexity in that respect. But that doesn't mean so much in the context of digital transformation. And you can understand that it's tempting for the CIO to throw in the towel and surrender, but that's not possible, because this whole information architecture needs to be rethought in the context of what we call the third platform, the new era of IT, the intersection of cloud, mobile, big data, and social technologies. And CIOs are going to have to think about a hybrid cloud delivery model to support multiple risk and performance indicators for the business, to join up islands of innovation to create that digital platform to support the business, and to think about creating a common data platform to support existing and new application workloads, as well as constantly having to deal with much quicker innovation cycles. Scale is the key thing to think about in terms of the information architecture for digital transformation. And we think that CIOs need to direct the set of architecture teams to create a new framework that encompasses security, data approaches, data models, data definitions, as well as information integration and service-driven approaches. And this requires a different mentality around IT governance, the performance measurement, as well as development methodologies with a focus on agile development and DevOps, in parallel to traditional methods. But as part of this, to bring this together, there needs to be this overarching focus on business enablement. How do you secure customer allegiance and then extend that to the broader ecosystem and build out to new sets of stakeholders within that? Just to reiterate here, IDC believes that information architecture is at the heart of an organization's ability to execute on digital transformation initiatives. It is a critical subdimension of the information transformation maturity assessment provided by IDC. And this is a set of material that you can look at to assess where you are and where you want to get to as part of your digital transformation journey. But the fact that the information architecture is at the heart of that is very good news for you as a CIO in terms of helping to drive digital transformation in your respective organization. But in order for the CIO to do this, he or she needs to abandon the two-dimensional type of thinking that treats the management of innovation and operations as separate, unlinked, and unique practices. You need to think more in three dimensions, which involve innovating at the edges, integrating new capabilities on the enterprise platforms, but then linking those two worlds, incorporating new capabilities from one side to the other. IDC believes that the disruptive CIO of the future will be judged by his or her ability to manage those three connected disciplines on a continuous basis and with a black belt information architecture to support digital transformation.